Alright, this is a question I've been asked. Somebody emailed me, asked me this simple question. He said, if Bruce Lee was alive today and he was your age and you had the opportunity to spar him, would you spar him? And my simple answer to that question would be yes, I would. But my complex answer to the question, there's a lot of things that it makes me think about, it makes me think about, would Bruce Lee be Bruce Lee if it wasn't for Hollywood? Because if it wasn't for Hollywood, would he be a legend? Is it possible? So it's kind of like the whole Gracie family, for example. Like, would the Gracies be the Gracies without the UFC? Or, without the MMA marketing them? Bruce Lee had to go through Hollywood to get famous, and the Gracies had to go through the UFC and all that, to get famous. Now people know who they are. Would Ronda Rousey be Ronda Rousey if it wasn't for the UFC? Like, if Bruce Lee was alive today and he wasn't famous and he wasn't in Hollywood, I mean, how much respect would he really get? And how significant would he really be? And when I think about people that are living today that are famous, think about Floyd Mayweather. I would love to spar with him. As long as it's safe. Because no matter who I spar with, I don't want to have like serious injuries, to that person or to myself. I wouldn't want broken bones, and I wouldn't want to be paralyzed. I wouldn't want to have a cracked neck. I wouldn't want to lose my eye, lose my tooth. Basic injuries are okay, like bruises, bumps, scratches, even like some mild dizziness, loss of hearing temporarily, basically injuries that will heal on their own without the need of surgery or medical attention is fine. But I wouldn't want to risk my health to spar with anybody. So we talk about Jet Li, he's living. It'd be nice to spar with him. Jackie Chan, it'd be nice to spar with him. Donnie Yen, it'd be nice to spar with him. Tony Jaa, it'd be nice to spar with him. I would spar with all of them as long as it remains relatively safe. It's a great learning opportunity. And if Bruce Lee was alive today, it would be great to spar with him, but I wouldn't go, out of my way to spar with anybody. In a way, it's similar to thinking about, the YouTube Kung Fu guy that's pretty famous, the Master Wong. I still haven't really, watched many of his videos, but, I hear about him a lot because he's famous on the YouTube. Now, would I spar with him? Yes, I would. It would be a great learning experience, as I stated, as long as it remains safe. But would I go out of my way? No. Would I travel to him to spar him? No. Would I even pay him to spar him? I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It's like, that's similar, because he has more fame than me, especially for the YouTube, and essentially he could be like, he could be like that Bruce Lee that's actually living, and during my time. And am I seeking out to spar him? No. Am I watching his videos? No. Am I learning from him? No. I'm just doing my thing, he's doing his thing, and we're both working hard towards gaining, building our own reputation. And if Bruce Lee was my age living now, I don't think I'd be looking at him the way that I look at him now. You know, I don't think I'd be that impressed. You know, because I feel that it's in me to be an entrepreneur. It's in me to be a leader. It's in me to do my own thing, to teach my own students, to express myself honestly. And I don't think I'd be, honestly, I don't think I'd be, you know, a student of Bruce Lee where I'm promoting his art. I'd rather promote my own art. You know, because if you're only a student promoting somebody else's art, I mean, how much money can you really make? You know, you gotta spend money to be a student. You know, but the only way you make money is when you're a teacher. You know, so I would eventually, of course, want to make money, and you know, unless somebody is clearly, noticeably at a much higher level than where I'm at, as far as physical, combative, mental, intellectual, spiritual, meditation, then, you know, I would consider being that person's loyal disciple to promote his business, his art, but at the same time, I would want to make money as well through my assistants. You know, so if I'm not going to be the owner, then I would like to be, you know, a manager or somebody who's a co-owner or somebody who is high up there as well, promoting the art and making money, you know, making a living. You know, there's no way that I'm going to practice martial arts for my whole life and then not make any money, because I need to make a living. I want to make this my lifestyle, where this is all that I do all day, every day. And in order to do that, you need to make money. So, you know, I can't make money just being a student my entire life. You know, I need to be a teacher. You know, if I'm a student and a teacher of Bruce Lee, and he's the one who started the business, and this is Bruce Lee's Kung Fu that I'm teaching and promoting, and I'm making money, he's making money, then I can see that, you know. But, you know, I cannot see myself just being a student forever and not making any money, because I'm gonna have to make money somehow, some way, and that's gonna take away from my time that I could invest in the martial arts. You know, because if I'm busy, you know, being a police officer, or busy, you know, being a manager at Walgreens, or, you know, busy doing something else, then I can't dedicate everything that I want to do, you know, into the martial arts. Also, there's restrictions when you're following somebody else's guidance and leadership. You know, you can't just make your own decisions. You need to get approval from the chain of command and from the people above you. And I'm not sure how long I'd be able to be okay with that. You know, especially when it comes to the martial arts and how it's supposed to be for creativity. You know, but then your creativity is hindered from you know, from the people above you. You know, because, you know, I want martial arts to be my life, and it's just gonna be hard, you know, when you have to follow the rules of the person that's above you. You know, so I really don't know exactly how it would go, but honestly, you know, my former Sifu, you know, I stopped learning from him when I was like 18 years old, and ever since then I've been on my own. And his son, you know, is making movies in China and actually is in Hollywood. You know, he made a few movies, and he even starred as Bruce Lee in Birth of the Dragon. You know, and he is a talented person, but, you know, I haven't sparred him since I was 18, and I don't represent his school, his way, his teachings. I represent my own. So that's like a real life example, you know. And he is a little bit older than me, but he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and it's just hard to work together when everybody wants to be a leader. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like football, you know, like there can only be one quarterback on the field at a time. There can't be two quarterbacks on the same team on the field at the same time. You know, when you're playing a game, there's only one quarterback on the field at a time for each team. You know, so, you know, when there's only one president of the United States, you know, so I really enjoy being a leader. I enjoy being an entrepreneur. I enjoy creating my own art that I could call my own. You know, and, you know, honestly, I'm not saying it arrogantly, but honestly, from the people that I see, you know, that are famous, and even the people that aren't famous, I don't see them doing things that I can't do myself. You know, I think I'm just as capable as a Jackie Chan, a Jet Li, you know, a Tony Jaa, you know, a Master Wong, a Bruce Lee, a Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think I'm just as capable as any of them. You know, I'm not saying that I'm more capable, but I'm saying I feel that I'm just as capable. So I don't feel that my creativity needs to be limited by, you know, being somebody that's underneath somebody that's above me. You know, I feel that I'm in a position in my life where this is where I want to be, and this is where I want to grow from, and continue to teach the students of whom respect me as a teacher. You know, obviously there's going to be people out there that don't respect me as a teacher, and that's expected, and that's completely fine with me. You know, you need to find the right teacher for you. So if I'm not the right teacher, then somebody else will be the right teacher. I don't feel that it's even possible for one person to be a teacher for all. You know, I think everybody, you know, understands things differently and have different preferences, different likes and dislikes, and you just have to find the right teacher for you. And right now, in my position, I love what I do, but I do grasp the opportunity when I can to spar with talented people, because I know that's how I'm going to learn to improve upon what I do as far as the combative element is concerned. But as I stated, I want to do it in a safe way. You know, I definitely, you know, don't want something tragic to happen. You know, just my last sparring session, for example, first time ever, you know, somebody slammed me down to the ground. You know, I wasn't hurt. Everything was fine. You know, everything was controlled. But at the same time, and in my back of my mind, I'm like, hey, you know, what if I could have been, you know, what if I was paralyzed from that situation? You know, it's a big eye opener. You know, because it's definitely not worth being paralyzed over a sparring session. You know, I respect people with great talent. I respect people that are big. I respect people that are strong. You know, I respect people that have guns. I respect people just in general. But I know, you know, no matter how good I get, you know, big people have the capability of hurting you if they get their hands on you. You know, and I also have the understanding that people that aren't even trained have the ability to take your life, you know, with the pull of a trigger. You know, these are all realities, you know, and I just want to continue to train and grow and express myself as an artist. And, you know, through all these years, there hasn't been any very serious injuries. And I really hope to keep improving upon my development and my sparring methods to keep that on point, where there are not any serious injuries. You know, I feel sparring should be similar to playing one-on-one basketball, playing chess, playing billiards, where it's serious but not too serious. but serious enough to learn and grow. You know, and I love sparring as long as it's with the right people, under the right context, and as long as, you know, if it's Bruce Lee or Jet Li or Jackie Chan or whoever, if they want to spar, I'm down with it. I'm game for it. You know, that it's fun. And not only do I want to spar, but I want it to be filmed. I want to be able to watch it over and over so I can learn from it. And also want to share my art with other people in a real way, where they can see me getting in there, getting my hands dirty. I'm not just talking about the martial arts, but I'm actually doing it. And I'm not afraid to. And I'm not afraid to show my weaknesses and to show people that, hey, you know, I'm a human being as well, and I make mistakes as well, and I do get hit sometimes, and if I get hit hard enough, I do get hurt as well. You know, I'm not superhuman, and I will eventually die one day, and my body's fragile. Even though I train every single day, my body's still fragile, and I want to protect it, you know, in the best way that I can. And sparring to me is an art, and it's a beautiful thing as long as you do it in the right way, you know. And you know, that's what I got to say about that.